Hey, welcome to another one. So in this one, if you are aiming for getting any advanced degree or aiming to get license in the US, whether it's a pharmacist or whether it's a dentist, the first step is you have to credentialize your credentials and check that whether your credential is accepted or it's equivalent or it's deficient, whether you need some more education or the one you got in your home country is sufficient to credentialize and use that in the process of adherence. So the first step is you have to credentialize that, and the organization which credentialize your credential is the ECE, which is Credential Evaluators. So it's actually evaluates your credentials and they check whether your credential is equivalent or not, if not so to the one who had got schooling here in the US. So for process, you have to go to the ECE website and check based on your country whether it's what are the requirements. The main criteria is for pharmacists is that you have to get, if you get your education before 2003 or something, then you have 4 years degree is good enough to initiate your process as a pharmacist here. But if you got your education after
But if you get after 2003,
then you must have actually the 5 years from the degree, and then you can use it and your registration process begins from here. So you have to go to the ECE official site, and then you have to check based on your country what are the requirements. A lot of questions. What are the requirements? What are the documents you require? What is his formats? What are the ceilings? Where to send? What is about the address? Can you send this from your home country or you have to send this here? So the first thing, you have to check your country, and based on that they will give you a list of things. I will go to that in the next. So you have to check that what are the transcripts. So mostly they accept from some countries in the email formatting, but most countries they have to send us from either your university or either you can send this. But the first thing is it must be in a sealed envelope, and by sealed envelope they means that your credential is attested by whether it's your dean of your pharmacy department or whatever applies to that position, and then your seal should be stamped and sealed by the official authority that schooling, whether it's administrator or whoever applies to that. It is a CEO or someone who organizes and leads your pharmacy department. So that sealed envelope should be sent to the ECE from your home country. Either you or your education institute can send us directly to the ECE. You can send us whether from your home country or if you are here, you can send us too. Then they will mail us back to you within 2 weeks or most probably. The next step is what are the originals document and which document you have to send. So you have to check that, and then you can get a photocopy of the original document and then a test from your issuing authority, and then you seal that. You can do that, but you can also send us your original document and they will send us back to you when they credentialize your credentials. Address can either be the home address and it can be your address here in the US. So let's go to the next step. How to create your account and begin your process of credentials. So you go to this site, which is ECE, Credential Evaluation Service, and then you go down the site, you will find out so actually you go to here, which is applicants, right? So applicants, ECE provides services both for the US and for the Canada, so depends on which country you are interested. You go to the site, select the US, and then you go to country. So country, you get your country, whatever applies to you. Let's suppose we say India, right? That's just for example. So they will state you select go, and they will let you know what are the required documents. So this is ECE. So these are the paper documents. So paper document can either be by the applicant or can be directly by the issuing body. Please do not send multiple copies. This is because they just need one document. They you can either send you by electronic. So there is some universities which support this thing, and they can also send by email, which is this eceemail.ece.org, and then these are the universities which they have similar. These are the requirements. If this is standard 12 grade certificate or 10 certificate, so these are the original documents, and then attested copy in a seal envelope. And this is the university requirements. You have a diploma, provisional certificate, and this is the type of document, and you can send either original or attested copy in a seal envelope. Internship completion certificate or something which like the one we usually do if it applies to you, like after completing your degree. And then it's language of document, so all the documents should be in the English. If it is not, you have to translate it, and you have to attach both your original translated document and original document, and they either can be sent by the university or either by you. And it must be in an original, the sealing requirement, it must be in an original or attested copy with the original institutional seals. And then report type, so we can so report usually 1 week. So you can change the country, and they will generate anything for you. So this is now for another country, and you go there, and then it will state what are the requirements. So again, similar kind of requirements. You can send by email or by paper. Language is same. Required document for like the higher secondary school certificate or the SSC certificate, it should be original, and the other ones, so there is two things. One is the certificate and one is the mark sheet, so both should be attested and both should be sent. Another way is for the full secondary, which is the university level education. So again, your statement of marks, which is your transcript, and then degree, diploma. So there is certain requirements that these transcripts should have. The one is there should be must be issued by university, autonomous college, and it should state your paper titles, number papers, and then course titles and how many credits they give you. Again, it should be attested by HEC in a seal, and HEC can attest it that, or your university can attest that. Both of them applies. If internship is required for the qualification, you have to attach certificate of that. language is similar. English, if you got any education other than English, you have to submit a translation for that. And photocopies, notarized copies, scans are not considered original copies. So this is the thing you have to say. Original documents should be sent by and will be returned with the completed evaluation report. So original documents again means issued by your university with attestations, and then they should have original attestations with signatures and the date and the university name, and all these should be you can send both of them. And then the sealing requirements is that it must be original or attested copy with the original institutional seals, and they should be issued signed stamped by the same office that issues original documents. Notarized copies are not acceptable. And then we can either email or either send it, but it must remain sealed. Report is usually within 1 week. So then you go to the create your account actually, and then when you create your account, they will state what are the site, and then you start your application. So if you start your application, you have 30 days to complete the application. So here you put all your credentials. So when you start application, you will go here, and then you will it will process to the next step. Your personal information, and then you have to send unofficial copy. You will receive your completed report. So you do not need any reason to select any additional reports. So this is my official seal copies. So every copies in a seal, if you need any, I select 0 because they will send this anyway, so you don't need to pay additional $30 for each. Delivery is whether how you deliver it, and this is your address, your all these info to your account. They will ask you for your transcripts and all your degrees and kind of stuff. You will submit those. So this is all the required documents. Like suppose then it will click it that if what are required, you will select FPGEE and ABP, and then it will give you a matching document. So matching form is actually required for if you're sending a document by yourself. It is not any requirement if institution is sending. So you have to paste this reference number on each your document. So that's SSC, your secondary school educations, and your post-secondary school education, your transcript. If they are in one single envelope, that would be great. It will give you just single reference number. You have to paste it, and that will be a single envelope. Then you have to mail to this address, and then they will send you back within a week or two, depends how fast they are. There is an expedite process for that also. They are within 5 days they can do that, but most cases you will be done within 1 week. The steps, then they will generate you general evaluation report. So you have on the reports section, you have to select the general evaluation report because that is the requirement from NABP. Then they it will give you a brief history of what your degree is equivalent or not. So you have all this. If it is equivalent to bachelor degree, major study of pharmacy, then that's good to go to be proceeded with their application. If it is not, in most cases, like those who got education specifically in India and some other countries, they have 4 years program of pharmacy, then they may not be eligible. But again, depending on your postgraduate schooling, it will give you a report, and that is the first step in your uh, journey to become a pharmacist and get registered here. Then after that, you get registered for TAPL and other process. Yeah. All right, that's it for today. If you have any questions, queries about credentializing your documents, how to match the form, how to submit it, let me know in the comment section. Yeah, I will see you in the next one.